Hello students, welcome to my class of BA Part 3rd, Paper 2. Today we'll be doing Intizar Hussein's short story, A Chronicle of the Peacocks. So before I start the story, I would like to give you an introduction of Intizar Hussain. Intizar Hussain is one of the most prolific and talented among the Urdu fiction writers in Pakistan. He was born in Dubai, a small town of Uttar Pradesh, in 1923. Actually, his year of birth is not very fixed. Some say he was born in 1923, some say he was born in 1924 or 1925. He migrated to Lahore in Pakistan at the time of partition. He has won many literary awards both in India and Pakistan. Hussain has a very brilliant prose style and he can easily evoke nostalgia for things and places of the past. He often probes into the mythical and the historical roots of the complex, pluralistic Indian culture he has experienced in childhood. Now, he was a Pakistani, but he was born and brought up in India, Uttar Pradesh. And when he grew up, he actually imbibed the Hindu culture, the Indian culture, the pluralistic Indian culture. बहुआयामी जो उसकी संस्कृति है इंडिया की, he actually grew up in that. So he is very well versed in Ramayana and Mahabharata. And then in his writings, he makes a very liberal use of the images and myths from Mahabharata and Ramayana. So, he draws characters from the great classics, the Mahabharata, and shows the futility of war and the importance of universal peace, harmony, brotherhood, and secularism. In the story, A Chronicle of the Peacocks. Now, actually, this story, A Chronicle of the Peacocks, it is written in the excuse me. It is written in the backdrop of nuclear tests by India and Pakistan. So he is writing about the nuclear tests and the results of the nuclear test. That is the tension which it generated between India and Pakistan. So, in this story, A Chronicle of the Peacocks, he describes the pain of partition, exile, and the lost memories. Now, if you see that after the partition literature, जो कहा जाता है, which is after the partition of India and Pakistan. So, this partition literature, there is actually, you can see there's a the writers are torn between the feelings, because some of the writers, some of the people, they were born and brought up in India, then they had to migrate to Pakistan, and the others who were born and brought up in Pakistan, they had to migrate to India. So they have their roots in the country which is not theirs at present, but still they love that place, they love that culture, they love that environment, and they miss it. There is a feeling of nostalgia. Nostalgia क्या होता है? When you miss something, जब याद आती है, जैसे घर की याद आना is actually nostalgia. Especially when you go and stay in the hostel, then you start missing your house. And like these people who have migrated from India to Pakistan or from Pakistan to India, they have that nostalgic feeling about their own land. Now, that land was their own, but now it is no more. So same thing, Intizar Hussain, he was born in UP, in India, and he migrated to Pakistan. He stayed in Lahore. So what happens is that he has imbibed that culture so much. He is so well versed in Ramayana and Mahabharata that he keeps referring to Mahabharata and Ramayana and Hindu culture and Hindu mythology in his works. Especially when we read about Pakistan or we read Pakistani writers, we can't differentiate between India and Pakistan, because Indian and Pakistan cultures is so common. Like when you read this story, a Chronicle of the Peacocks, if you do not look at the name of the writer, you cannot make out whether this writer is a Hindu or a Muslim. So it's a very this Hussein, he is torn between the feelings of is he being a Hindu or a Pakistani. He says that he always feels that there is a Hindu sitting inside him. So because he is so well versed in Hindu myths, so in this story he uses many allusions from Mahabharat, and he refers to the Mahabharat war between Pandavas and Kauravas, and he compares India and Pakistan to Pandavas and Kauravas. Kaurav or Pandav, just India or Pakistan, they are like Kaurav and Pandav, because this is the same family and they are disputing and they are fighting amongst themselves. So I'm just giving you the introduction of this poem also, this story also, a Chronicle of the Peacocks. So this is written at the backdrop of the nuclear test by India and Pakistan. Then he actually refers to the wars not only between India and Pakistan, but also between Iraq and Kuwait, America and Iraq, etc. So he also feels that every human being is a modern Ashwasthama. He actually feels that the ghost of Ashwasthama or the spirit of Ashwasthama is also still roaming in the world. So they say that do you know the story of Ashwasthama? Who was Ashwasthama? Now, who was Ashwasthama? Ashwasthama was the son of Guru Dronacharya. आप सभी लोग जानते हैं गुरु द्रोणाचार्य कौन थे, महाभारत के बारे में जानते हैं, कौरव पांडव के बारे में जानते हैं. तो गुरु द्रोणाचार्य was the teacher of Kauravas and Pandavas. So he taught Arjun the use of Brahmastra. And in the Kurukshetra, the teacher and the disciple, they were in the opposing camps, fighting against each other. अपन को पता है कि गुरु द्रोणाचार्य कौरवों की तरफ थे and Arjun, of course, he was a Pandav. However, both of them had taken the vow never to use the Brahmastra. Brahmastra हमेशा यूज़ नहीं होता है, वो बहुत रेयर सिचुएशंस में यूज़ होता है. और जब द्रोणाचार्य ने अर्जुन को जब ब्रह्मास्त्र दिया था, तो उससे ये एक वाव ली थी, कसम ली थी कि वो उसको कभी भी इस्तेमाल नहीं करेगा, बिकॉज इट वुड डिस्ट्रॉय द होल वर्ल्ड, क्योंकि ये सारे उसको डिस्ट्रॉय कर देगा, वर्ल्ड को डिस्ट्रॉय कर देगा. बट वॉट हैपन्स दैट बिफोर हिज डेथ द्रोणाचार्य taught his son अश्वत्थामा द यूज़ ऑफ ब्रह्मास्त्र. उन्होंने अपने बेटे अश्वत्थामा को भी ब्रह्मास्त्र का यूसेज बता दिया था. बट warned him never to use it. पर उनको भी उसने वॉर्न किया था कि उसको यूज़ मत करना. बट आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ हिज फादर अश्वत्थामा रिलीज द ब्रह्मास्त्र. एंड ऑन द एडवाइस ऑफ श्री कृष्ण अर्जुन रिलीज्ड हिज ब्रह्मास्त्र टू न्यूट्रलाइज अश्वत्थामा's वेपन. क्योंकि अश्वत्थामा ने पहले ब्रह्मास्त्र चलाया था, तो श्री कृष्ण ने उसके ब्रह्मास्त्र को न्यूट्रलाइज करने के लिए या उसको समाप्त करने के लिए अर्जुन को बोला कि तुम ब्रह्मास्त्र चलाओ, क्योंकि उसका असर न्यूट्रलाइज करना था. अब वहाँ इतनी ज़्यादा आग, देयर वाज सो मच ऑफ फ्लेम्स अराउंड ऑल दीज वर्ल्ड दैट व्यास ऋषि हु केम, ही वेंट टू कुरुक्षेत्र एंड आस्क्ड बोथ अर्जुन एंड अश्वत्थामा टू रिकॉल देयर वेपन्स. कि अश्वत्थामा और अर्जुन दोनों से कहा कि अपने अपने जो ये ब्रह्मास्त्र है उसको वापस बुला लो. अर्जुन ने तो ही ओबेड द ऑर्डर्स एंड ही रिकॉल्ड हिज वेपन, बट अश्वत्थामा वाज अनरिपेंटेंट एंड ही सेड दैट ही वुड चेंज द पाथ ऑफ हिज वेपन. अब उसने कहा कि मैं उसको ब्रह्मास्त्र को बुलाऊंगा तो नहीं, पर हाँ आपके कहने से मैं उसका मार्ग बदल दूंगा। और मार्ग क्या बदल दूंगा? उसने बोला कि ये ब्रह्मास्त्र जो है वो पांडवों की जितनी भी महिलाएं हैं और जिनकी महिलाओं के गर्भ हैं, उस गर्भ में जाके उसको उन गर्भ को डिस्ट्रॉय कर देगा, ये ऐसा करेगा। So Shri Krishna, he got very angry. So he cursed Ashwatthama that he would wander alone in the forest for 3000 years. तो कृष्ण ने फिर अश्वत्थामा को ये शाप दिया कि तुम 3000 साल तक तुम जंगलों में भटकोगे, और फिर his wounds would be filled with pus and blood and they would sting so much that people will run away from him in disgust. और इतना ज़्यादा उसके पस पड़ जाएगा, इतने ज़्यादा उसके शरीर से बदबू आएगी कि सब लोग उसको देखकर भाग जाएंगे। सो नाउ दिस इज़ द स्टोरी ऑफ अश्वत्थामा। तो द लास्ट डेज ऑफ कुरुक्षेत्र वॉर, दे वर द मोस्ट fearful, and the women of the Pandavas, they wept because all the fetuses, they were killed in the womb. अब वो there was mourning in every home, हर घर में विलाप हो रहा था, and because every family the child had died, and Subhadra the wife of Arjun wept bitterly because Kauravs killed her son Abhimanyu, कि सुभद्रा का जो बेटा था अभिमन्यु उसको कौरवों ने मार दिया था। और अभिमन्यु की वाइफ जो थी उत्तरा, शी वुड गिव अ बर्थ टू अ सन, जिससे कि उनकी पांडवों की जो लीनियज है वो चल सके। बट उत्तरा फेल अनकॉन्शियस आफ्टर गिविंग बर्थ टू अ स्टिल बॉर्न चाइल्ड। अब क्योंकि उसने ब्रह्मास्त्र के कारण उसका जो पुत्र था वो बिल्कुल मृत प्राय हुआ था, ही वॉज लाइक अ स्टिल बॉर्न बेबी, and Subhadra felt unconscious. Now, Shri Krishna kept his promise to his sister Subhadra and gave life to the stillborn child who became King Parikshit, the king of Hastinapur. तो फिर वो हस्तिनापुर के राजा बने थे किंग परीक्षित। उन्होंने उत्तरा के जो अभिमन्यु का जो बेटा था उसको फिर से जीवित किया और फिर वो आगे चल के वो राजा बना। So today I'm giving you the story only till here, and in my next session we will be doing the story, the Chronicle of Peacocks.